Let's get into Fallout, though. Fallout is a meaty topic. Fallout 76.
2, 5, 7.
We're getting a lot more details. One of the details I'm really excited about is that we're actually getting private servers. We can make our own servers. What do you call it? There's going to be like, let's get into the details, everybody.
I just have one question for you before you dive in. Are they going to allow me to shut off that bullshit PvP tag mode?
Yes.
Okay. I'm still not buying it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm kidding. I'll get it, but not right away.
So Bethesda's, so this is coming out very soon. Fallout 76. So microtransactions, everybody. Everybody was flipping out about microtransactions for a couple weeks ago when they announced it. Okay. Mm-hmm. So now we have details. So the microtransactions.
Rip you off. Detail.
You can buy things called atoms. Okay. Mm-hmm. With real money. You also get the developer said you get these things like they're going out of style as you're playing anyway. So he said there's not a whole huge lot of need to buy them unless you're and then second, the only thing you can buy with atoms, which can be bought with physical money, is physical or cosmetic changes. Nothing that affects how you play. So you cannot pay your way to pay your way to win. You can only buy cosmetic, just like League of Legends or any of those other games that actually do it right. You can only buy cosmetic, stuff with atoms and real money.
I don't believe them on the getting them like they go out of style. Just because you get them a lot doesn't mean you're gonna be able to buy anything with them.
Well, no, I know, but
as it leveled up.
Yeah, but the idea is, there's plenty.
Plus 20 million.
Yeah, but I have no problem with. I really don't have that much of a problem with people using it like as far as anything cosmetic, because that doesn't change how the game plays.
No, I don't mind that. What I'm saying to you is I feel that statement is disingenuous because I feel like you're gonna find out that you may get them constantly, but it's still going to be a ridiculous amount to buy something.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like a pair of socks taking
probably
4 weeks to get.
This is getting ridiculous. It really is.
So what's ridiculous about it?
Microtransactions is getting so freaking ridiculous.
The microtransactions are bad when you pay to...
Take a step back. Take a step back, okay?
Okay.
You played PS2 games. You played PlayStation games. There's no microtransactions in those freaking games.
Well,
you played. It doesn't matter if it's on the internet or not. I mean, you wanted an expansion. You bought the NES disc that came out, or you wanted something else. You bought when Halo came out. You wanted the extra maps. You buy the extra map.
Well, no, we're not talking about that though.
But hold on. All right, now the microtransactions just for skins and stuff like this. It's gonna be ruining it for certain games because people are gonna start selling this. Crap.
You can't.
They will find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. I'm guarantee you. Give it 2 weeks or so, they'll find a way to sell this shit.
No, most likely they will find a way to
with consoles, you can't.
And there shouldn't be no microtransactions in games.
No, why do you have a problem with skins so bad? And and the reason why they make money because it personalizes your character to you. It doesn't change how you play.
You should unlock that stuff. You should. I understand that certain things, I didn't get. I don't know. I can't. Some games I don't believe microtransactions. Some games I believe that they would use it can make sense. Like if you were playing I didn't get the new WWE because other reasons I'll explain later. They have an accelerant pack, and that basically allows you to unlock everything up front.
Well, that's no fun.
Yeah, that's
but the reason behind it is because for people. For people don't want to play the game completion, they just want to get everything unlocked and have every character just have play as their favorite wrestler. That is the reason behind it.
All right.
But skins should be you have to, in my book, in a game like this, you should be I killed 10 scouts, I unlocked this one. Or I killed 100 beetles, I unlocked that. That
yeah, but
that to me is worth it.
I know, but there's a bunch of perks and a bunch of other things in the game that you're going to get from doing those things.
I don't know.
They said anything that involves gameplay mechanics or enhancement of your character, you have to earn.
What if you could get the Vault 76 getTekt logo?
The problem is, like I said, every game. It's certain games don't need microtransactions in my head.
No, at least it doesn't ruin the game.
No, it's not ruining the game, but it just takes away from me because I would rather unlock that certain skin for doing certain things than to go off and have to buy it because if I wanted that costume, but that Joe Schmo over there had the money to buy it, but I couldn't get it. It's gonna piss me off the whole night.
Well,
because
you
I
have to
want
get to
that.
It's just a costume, though.
But I wanted that costume.
So
You
you
gotta
spend the
work
time
this
and play
out.
the game and earn the items. You
got to get to that point.
They
that
said you
person
can buy
did.
everything in this game can be bought with the items, and you
Everything-
can earn them.
Every game's having microtransactions. Like I heard that the new Halo games have microtransactions now.
Yeah, because it's a good way to subsidize more money coming from the game.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
mean,
business
it's-
aspect, though.
Do they really need the money though?
Oh wait,
Do
yes,
they-
It's a business. It's
well,
business.
no. Okay,
I'm
hold on,
sorry.
hold on, hold on.
I'm gonna grim it. I'm gonna grim it and think. And I'm sorry. I'm using this as a term, grim, out of respect because this is where I'm gonna grim it. All right. Do they really need the money? They put so much money into
No.
the game. Hold on. They put so much money into the game. All right, and they make millions off the game. Did they really need more money just for microtransactions?
I'll
It's
give
business.
I'll give you one
No,
good example.
He's asking me with the grimmett. Let me explain it to you. Okay? It's very simple.
Greed.
They waste too much money whining and dining the media and
Well, yeah.
spend way too much on advertising so that when the game comes out they have to charge you extra shit because that's all they can afford.
Yeah.
And it's bullshit.
It's greed.
Well, yeah, but we want to be wine and dine because we are the media. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't ruin it for us, man.
The bottom line is that it's not needed. I don't mind a little bit of extra paying, but it's an excuse for them to rip people off more. And it wouldn't be a problem if I could trust these developers. The problem is a lot of them I can't trust anymore. So it's like, oh, so it's all cosmetic. Then you get nothing that looks remotely good until you start buying the cosmetic stuff. Shall I point out PUBG? I love PUBG. I haven't got a good piece of equipment in that game ever. From any crate, unless I buy a crate.
No, you
Well,
get,
no,
you
I've
get
watched-
like 7 to 12 orange shirts and 5 freaking
Pants.
moccasins.
Everything I get is bullshit.
Yeah, you have to get the keys, which they just pretty much they took the Counter-Strike model and just used it. That's all they did.
We know what they're doing. Stop explaining it. Hey, we know what they're doing.
No, I know.
My point stands. Ben is right because you take games that, like, back in the day, I used to have 12 costumes in a DOA game. Now I get 1, and it's shit. And if I want any more, I have to pay for them.
Yeah.
I understand the DLC. The problem is that they use it as an excuse to strip a bunch of shit out. So instead of giving me
Yeah.
a fully fleshed game and then adding stuff to it,
Well,
they give me a bare bones game and make me buy everything.
Another example would that be, and I'm using wrestling of the games for because it's kind of, to me, it's trending, because I'll explain that later again, is because if you want to get a certain outfit for a character, you have to pay extra to get an outfit.
Okay,
Like,
but-
it's like,
but-
no, that's not what I want. It's
Ben,
like, you should
so-
earn your stuff.
So Ben, I have a proposition for you. Would you rather, if we decide to take the timeline a different route, say we get rid of microtransactions completely during the timeline, which started about probably like 2012, really big with microtransactions. Say
It
we
started
went down.
with Microsoft,
So
actually.
so we go down a different road, where instead video games stay with current inflation rates. Okay.
But that's
Hold on,
bullshit.
hold on,
It's
Grim,
already-
hold on,
No,
Grim.
no, because I'm not going down this road with you. I'm not taking this journey with you. Because I've already explained to you that the reason why games cost so much to make is because of all the bloat in making the game. They spend
No.
too much money on marketing,
No.
on focus groups to tell you whether a game is good or not.
I know.
Just
but-
make the game you want and then tell me if you like
I know,
it.
but hold on. I want to get Ben's opinion here. So, say we go down the road and say we get rid of the microtransactions, and we give games to go keep their inflation rate with everything else that's in capitalist market. Okay, on average, a video game would cost on today's interest rate with everything else would cost about $150.
I don't believe
A $60. No, that's a fact. That's a dead fact.
No, Nate. It's not technically a fact, though. You are right in the sense that it would inflation. So yeah,
It
But
would
you're
cost.
missing the fact that they wouldn't cost as much if they stopped wasting so much money on bloat. Again,
Oh.
why is fucking EA spending $20 million on focus group shit to tell them that their game is not diverse enough? Just shut up and make your game.
Okay.
Like that's the
Okay.
problem. Shut up and
Besides
make your
whether these developers are good or bad, people want to know about this game. There's obviously microtransactions are there for cosmetic reasons, and you can earn everything else in the game that is perk that improves your character. But we are also getting mods, and we are getting private servers. One thing is though, mods are not going to be allowed on the public servers being put out by Bethesda. Mods will not be allowed on those servers. I can understand that's fine. I don't want to play on their servers anyway. So private servers will be obviously completely customizable, just like any of these games have. Every single one of these type of games has private servers. I don't think I've ever played on an official server from one of these games, because you want to change the game a little bit. You want to improve things. You want to have a little bit of tweaking. And the one thing that we all want in this game is the whole holding hand thing. Like, do you want to fight this guy? No. Okay. We want that gone. Oh, we want that gone real fast, and that will be gone, I'm sure, on plenty of private servers. Well, on public, yeah.
If I just follow the same route that Grand Theft Auto had and go have like, so we're facing each other, all right, and we're doing a mission, and we have some asshole who comes and kills us every 15 minutes as we're trying to do something. We're getting aggravated because we're just trying to crop our fields. Put it on passive mode. You know, like, you want to go passive mode? Yes, please. And that's.
I don't want that on a server.
That's what a different server is for.
I don't want to be on a passive server.
Like, there's
I want to be able to be killed while I'm doing something.
Yeah, but I think the word Grand Theft Auto, when they did it with passive mode, that makes you can turn off passive mode easily. You just go on your settings, turn off passive mode.
No, but I want to be able to raid anybody on that map if I'm capable of doing it.
Man, well.
And I want people to be able to kill me at any moment in time if I am weak.
Instead of asking you when the person attacks you, it'd be easier if they just, like, you know, they ask you after a couple times after you got killed, and then once you ask, you don't ask again.
All right, I can explain this right now, okay? From experience, it doesn't work. None of it works. None of it will ever work unless the company has a backbone. The bottom line is, no matter what you implement, other than they're not allowed to kill you, whiny Care Bear brats who don't want a PvP will ruin it. They always do. World of Warcraft just added war mode. All you have to do is turn it on. Like you're saying, if you don't want a PvP, you shut it off. Guess what? There's a million threads with people bitching about the war mode because they don't want to have to turn it on, but they want the bonus for having it on. And they don't want to be killed. So no matter what you do, you can't satisfy because it's an inherent problem. And I know this is going to sound cruel to casuals and Care Bears, but it's the truth. It's an inherent problem. I'm aggressive. I like PvP. It pisses me off, but I like engaging in it. Someone who doesn't like that will always cry for an advantage because they are too bad and too weak to play the game the other way. So you give them what they want. You say, okay, you have your own server. The World of Warcraft, you said PvE servers, PvP servers. Guess what they did? They started making characters on the PvP server and then bitching that they were being killed until you couldn't kill them anymore. No matter what you do, the people like that who don't want to engage will always bitch about a reason to engage. They'll always, I don't want it that way, and that you can't have it that way either because I don't want it that way. That's just how they are because they're not competitive.
Yeah,
So,
and
No.
So Grim, don't you agree? You don't want to be. I don't want to be on a server.
No, having separate servers is the only solution.
Yeah.
But also, Bethesda has to say, "F you, don't make a character on this server if you don't want to play PvP," which they won't. But within 2 months, there are going to be people complaining about it, and there's going to be some shit.
Yeah, we'll see.
They're gonna try and
probably.
change
I don't deny it.
Yeah,
Because that's just how it is. They're going to be like, I rolled on the wrong server, or a friend of mine's playing that server, so why can't I do it? Is what's going to happen.
yeah, and
So each server is gonna be 24 players.
yeah, that's really small. Private servers, I'm sure, are gonna have way more than that.
Oh,
People are going to
yeah.
push the limits of this thing way more than.
So do you think the way it could do it is by modding?
Oh yeah, they'll
To be
mod
able
it.
to
We'll see like 200 people on servers and stuff.
Well, just watching
Easily.
watching the gameplay, they put out a 3-hour
Yeah,
gameplay.
I watched it.
It looks fun.
Oh, it looks really
Oh,
good.
oh,
it looks.
man.
It's Fallout 4.
Yeah,
It's Fallout 4.
but with friends.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm
all it
excited
is.
about.
Yeah, it's Fallout 4. But we're not going to see the private servers right away, and we may not actually ever see the private servers on the console.
And they won't be out for what, a year?
Well, at the longest a year, but it's probably going to be sooner.
Wait, what? What? Dude, what are you doing, Nate? Did you just sugarcoat everything? Is that what you were trying to do? Sugarcoat everything like a punk?
Mods aren't coming to Fallout 76 at launch. However, they caution the mods may not be supported in Fallout 76 until
Are
November
the private
19th.
servers coming at launch?
It doesn't say.
It doesn't say, and the reason why it doesn't say because another article said
Then I'm not buying
indefinitely,
this game.
indefinitely not on console, but on PC is where the private servers will be.
Now, do you have to pay for those private servers? Or is it going to be a server run from like...
You can probably set it up on your computer, just like any of these
I'm not
games.
buying-
Or is
I'm
it
not
going to be
buying
like a private
the-
server that runs like when you do
like
private
hook, line,
matches
and
and stuff?
sinker, Nate.
No.
Like, you completely bought it. They just want, what they want to do is get all the PvE players to buy it right away by not letting people play it the way they want to play it, and then in a year they'll try to sucker in the rest of the people with the PvP servers launching.
Well, yeah, and myself is because I think it's gonna be sooner, so I'm not buying it at launch. But I am gonna wait I would guess in a couple months we'll see private servers up on the PC, and that's when I'll buy it.
This is a wait and see game.
Yeah.
Because what it looks like it's a blast.
Oh, it looks fun. It looks like Fallout 4 with friends. But I do want, like I said,
What
I will.
saw looked kind of bad.
Like, I will not play this game until those servers are strictly PvP with no limitations.
Oh, real fun.
Because that's what I want.
That looks amazing.
So.
Look, there's zombies. Then I'm excited for.
Well, they're mutants.
Mutants, yeah, I know, but they still like jump out in front of you.
Yeah, they're mutants. So, like I said, I'm gonna wait to get this game because I guarantee people, even if it's not official, what do you call it, private servers, someone's gonna make one.
Yeah.
It's gonna be done one way or another. People are gonna want private servers, and they're gonna want that taken off. Because I've looked at the forums and looked at like Reddit and stuff, and people do not want this Care Bear shit in this game. They are flipping out. So they do not want that. Somebody's going to do the ingenuity and get one running.
The fan base itself is so pathetic that they don't even. They're like, this game is going to be terrible because it has online mode. I don't want online. I don't want to play with other people. Then wait for the next Fallout, asshole. This one is like 2 years out from the last one.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a real Fallout in 2 years, dude.
Yeah.
You're not going to get another Fallout until after the next Elder Scrolls, and that's going to be years from now. So
you're getting mad that you're getting something. You're so selfishly angered that you're getting something and it pisses you off.
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong?
The next Elder Scrolls is a picture. You know?
Well, because they had to say something.
I know.
That's all it was.
But like, come on.